this is the memory that I have. He was not a part of my upbringing. He was not visible in my life by any means. And hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You know, I'm in my little recording corner. Anyways, I did my face today, y'all. But anyways, what is today? Today is a story time. What is this story time about? I am going to talk about this man who, outside of his sperm, that's the only other reason why I'm here. That's all I'm saying. So I'm going to talk about this man. We're going to call him Roach. We ain't going to call him by his name. I ain't going to call him my daddy. None of that. His name is Roach, and Roach it will be. So anyways, I was thinking long and hard if I was actually going to speak about it, because I know people like to say women have daddy issues, boys have mommy issues, people just have issues. People have issues. I got people issues. I got all kind of issues, okay? But I think since I was doing the story time as it relates to my ex-boyfriends or previous relations that I've had with the opposite sex, I think a lot of it has to do with the relationship that I have with Roach. Okay. I think as it relates to relationships, I think I've been chasing men that are like Roach. Okay. So I don't know where to start. I don't know how to start this. I just know that I am 34 years old, okay? I forgot how old I was the other day, but I'm 34. And for about 25 years of those 34 years, I've been trying to have a relationship with this man. Trying, okay? And if I said like 25 years out of the 34, a lot of those years I was a child and I was trying to have a relationship with him. So anyways, I'm going to start from the beginning, and this is just from my experience, what I've witnessed, how I felt along the way, and I think how it affects me in my relationships. I don't have any memories of this man as a child in terms of doing things with him, going places with him, seeing him, anything like that. I have bits and pieces in terms of a memory of a situation and a memory of another situation. So all the memories that I have of him growing up in Antigua and moving here are of situations that has happened over the course of my life and my relationship with him. This is getting ahead just to give you an idea of how this story is gonna go. This man has 5 children. Okay, 3 of them with his wife and 2 of us are with other women. And I said that to say it's because this is how the story starts. I was told, I heard from multiple people, I've heard from my mother, I've heard whatever. This is something that I heard. I don't know this to be true. I don't care if it's true or not, right? You'll find out why. So my mom and Roach met. They had me. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, in the process of them meeting and them being in whatever they were doing, she found out that he was married. This is the version that I've always heard, not the version that he told me. This is the version I've heard from other people outside of my mother. And when she found out that he was married, I believe that was the end of the relationship. Now, I don't know what happened 34 years ago. That's none of my business. As long as I came here, once I was here, anything that happens after that is all my business. I can't give you the he said, she said, because I don't think that would be fair to anyone. I'm giving you from my perspective. So this is literally what I've said, what I've seen, what I saw, what I heard, all that good stuff. I was born. I'm a rat. I'm here. All that good stuff. I remember growing up always wanting to have siblings. Always asking my mother, when is she going to have more children so I can have a little brother or a little sister. This has always been my thing, right? So in case you missed it, I am an only child. Anyways, I do remember seeing him throughout my childhood. So let's just say between the ages of maybe 3 and 15. No, 3 and 10. Let's start there. 3 and 10. I remember seeing him on and off once or twice. And by seeing him, I mean the year has 365 days. And out of those 365 days, I would probably remember seeing him once or twice. Okay? This is the memory that I have. He was not a part of my upbringing. He was not visible in my life by any means. And I don't believe my mother was keeping him from me. The reason why I say that is because later on in life, I was told things by him, which we had to go head to head, because I'm like, you're not going to sit here and say what you feel and don't acknowledge what you did. So I just don't ever recall him being an important figure in my life. I had a lot of older male cousins who are like my uncles. To this day, I have one that he looks out for me. When I go to Antigua, I stay with him. People think I'm his daughter, but I'm really not. Like, I'm his cousin, but he's like a dad to me. He pretty much was around raising me. I might get some bad habits from him. But what I'm saying is, let me put this into perspective. So just watch me, okay? I live here. Right here, right? I live here, and Roach lives here. Literally right there. There's like 2 streets separating us. It's like a 10-minute walk, a 5-minute drive. And I've literally seen this man 3 or 4 times a year. And it's never for, hey, I'm just coming to see how you're doing. No, never. It's never for, hey, I'm going to take you to do so-and-so today. Hey, let's go to so-and-so today. Let's do this. Never, ever. I have yet to have that man do that ever in life. Ever. Oh my God. I'm just thinking about it because you got to understand, if it's related to relationships, most of these men that I've been with, they were him. They don't say, hey, come, let's do this. Hey, come on, let's do that. Let's go here. Let's do nothing. They don't even pop up just to say, you know what, I was thinking about you. Let's do, no, it's always on their terms, which is how it was with him. So it kind of screwed me up as a kid because I've always wanted a relationship with him. Like, always. You couldn't tell me nothing about this man. You couldn't tell me where he was. Like, I always wanted a relationship with him. I knew where he worked. And the thing about it, I'm going to tell you right now, one of my earliest memories of him, this was probably between 10 and 15, was I knew where he worked and I wanted to stop by and say hello to him. Yeah, that couldn't happen because his daughter was there. So now all of a sudden I can't be there. Okay? Do you know what that does to a person? Like, that messes up a child. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Stuff like that, kids see everything. I was a child. I wasn't always an adult. I was a child. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, the mail came. So for me, that stuck with me. And that wasn't the first or the last time he did that to me. I remember I was in town with my friends. We were coming. This was when I was in high school. We were coming from high school into town. I went to the school in the country and we were coming in town and I saw him. He used to drive this white Ford pickup truck. Okay? And I remember seeing him. I got so excited because I saw him and he was with his daughter, right? And I got so excited because I saw him and I was telling my friends, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's Roach. Cause I ain't calling him my dad. Like, so I was like, there's Roach. And they're like, oh, so, you know, are you gonna go say hi, whatever? Yo, I kid you not, as soon as we blinked and turned around, this man ran and just went the other way. Didn't even acknowledge the fact that he saw me because he was looking directly at me. He did not acknowledge the fact that he saw me. He didn't even say anything to me. So for me, that kind of just screws me up in terms of like, here I am deep down just wanting to have a relationship with him. I wanted him to love me. Like, why couldn't you love me? I was your child. I didn't ask to be here. You get what I'm saying? Now, my mom never actually She never said anything bad to me about him. She just told me, if you do want a relationship, this is as I got older, she's like, if you do want a relationship with him, just be careful. You know what I mean? I didn't know what that meant. I know now. Oh my gosh. Like, oh, that man makes me sick. Gosh. Here's the thing. PSA, okay? If you're out here having children and you're married and you're having children out of wedlock and you're having children with multiple women, it is your job to make sure all your children know each other and to have a relationship with said children. I don't care what the mother did, but it's your job as a man. That's just my PSA, okay? Anyways, so for me, growing up was a bit tough because I won't lie, I don't want to say I was envious, but maybe I was. Like, I wanted a relationship with that man. So for me, it seemed like I had better relationships with other male figures in my life, like teachers, my family members and stuff like that. Better. They treated me way better than this man ever did, ever in his life, ever. Right? So that kind of messed me up because that was just weird. Like, I don't understand. Like, what did I do? I didn't do anything to you. You got what I'm saying? I'm getting real upset thinking about this because y'all don't even know how old. I told you, I'm 34. Okay. Let's pause for a second. He's married, okay? Like I said, he has 5 children. 2 of us don't belong to his wife. I know all of their names. I maintain a relationship with the other outside girl, right? And one of his sons. And I remember him calling me. The reason why I found out about my sister is I used to call this man. I live in Canada. I used to call him. I call this man, and just randomly he starts telling me about, there's this lady that says that, her daughter is mine. I go to Antigua, it's the same story. And then he's like baiting me, like, why don't you, message her and talk to her or whatever. But you gotta understand, like, this is coming from a person who always wanted siblings, wanted to have a relationship with that man. And so it's like he was using me to get to her, right? I got in contact with her. I said, listen, this man said that you're my sister and I'm his child and we related. Pretty much. And she kind of just, she was asking me all these questions that I really wasn't prepared to answer. Like, she was just asking me all these questions. And I guess, for her sanity, because you got to understand her story. I'm not going to share it. Her story is so messed up. Like, I don't understand how people can actually do that to their child, right? She found out about him being her father when she was 19, right? Sorry, girl, but I had to tell them. Like, to me, that's messed up. But she's been in his life all her life. Let that sink in. She knew him all her life. All her life, right? That's how messed up this man is. Like, I don't care who's mad at this. This is disgusting. Like, listen, I felt bad for her. You get what I'm saying? But I got in contact with her. It is what it is. The son, I got in contact with my brother years after he's asked about me, because this man told him that he's not giving my brother my number because I'm rude. You're damn right I'm rude. You want to know why I'm rude? I went to Antigua one summer. I was feeling nice and good. I went to Antigua one summer and I took a picture with this man and I posted this picture on my Facebook page. Okay? I remember this day like it was yesterday. I was on my way to the beach with my friend. I got a phone call. Ring, ring. I was like, hello. Hi. Did I tell you to post any picture of me? I'm a private man. I don't like people in my business. I'm just like, yo, I went off. I'm like, yo, who are you talking to? That's my favorite thing to say. I'm like, yo, first of all, okay, go back to whoever sent you and tell him to kiss my ass. That's exactly what I said to him, right? Oh, that's what I'm saying. You're so rude. You're so disrespectful. I'm like, yo, you're calling me, cussing me. The man was using all F's and B's and R's and whatever else word you can think of to tell me to take that picture off. Hello? No, that's not how you speak to your daughter. I'm a young woman. That's not how you speak to me. Because I don't, up until that point, I've never disrespected this man ever in life. That moment, listen, okay? I had no respect for him after that. Zero respect. He realized who I was, and he told me I was just like my mother. I was like, exactly. So now you know.